U.S. Senator Marco Rubio's office recently faced online controversy after deleting a social media post that sparked accusations of offensive language and insensitivity. The incident involved a social media post from Senator Rubio's office that quickly drew significant backlash across platforms. The core of the controversy centered on the phrase, quote, "stupid people," used in the post, which immediately triggered accusations of offensive language and racism-related insensitivity. The situation gained traction rapidly as critics and supporters debated the language, leading to an immediate reaction online. Critics argued that such wording, coming from an official Senate account, was inappropriate, unprofessional, and risked deepening political tensions. Conversely, supporters suggested the message was being taken out of context by commentators, defending the intended communication. As the discussions intensified, Rubio's office decided to remove the post entirely, stating the goal was to reduce further backlash and confusion. Following the deletion, the incident entered a new phase as screenshots of the original message began circulating widely, fueling intense debate. Screenshots of the original post circulated rapidly on X, formerly Twitter, and other platforms, making the content widely accessible even after its removal. Users debated fiercely whether the controversial wording reflected an official stance from the senator's office or simply a poorly considered draft that should have been caught internally. This incident highlights broader implications for how political offices manage their public communication in the digital age. Commentators emphasized that political offices are held to high standards, expected to maintain careful communication, especially on sensitive topics to avoid misinterpretation. Media outlets reported on the inherent risks of rapid social media communication in government environments, where a lack of discipline can lead to major controversies. The controversy quickly became tied to wider discussions about political rhetoric, polarization, and the interpretation of language online. Social media users linked the deleted post to broader discussions concerning political rhetoric and sensitivity towards potentially racial or insulting language, even though the intent was unconfirmed. Analysts noted that in today's highly polarized online environment, short phrases can be interpreted dramatically differently depending on a user's political alignment and perspective. Ultimately, the incident serves as a significant case study on the responsibility of language use by public officials. The event is now part of a larger conversation about language responsibility in political discourse, underscoring the clash between intent and public perception. It highlights the considerable challenges faced by officials in maintaining clarity and preventing misinterpretation within fast-moving digital communication spaces. Senator Marco Rubio's office recently faced a significant public relations challenge following a controversial social media post. Today, we break down the incident, the response, and the broader implications for political communication. Rubio's representatives confirmed the swift removal of the controversial post from the official account. The stated intention behind the removal was to avoid further misunderstanding and reduce unnecessary online escalation. However, the office's initial response left significant ambiguity regarding the origin of the message. There was a distinct lack of detail on who exactly authored the message or whether it was an approved communication before going live. This ambiguity left several questions unanswered among reporters and political analysts scrutinizing the incident. This incident has prompted renewed attention to how government-related social media accounts are managed. It highlights the challenges inherent in managing these accounts, especially during fast-breaking news cycles where posts can be shared and misinterpreted within minutes. Moving forward, the office emphasized its focus on maintaining clear and responsible communication to prevent future missteps. Political commentators across the United States quickly weighed in on the incident and its implications for public trust. Analysts noted that even seemingly minor wording choices can create significant public relations challenges for elected officials. Some argued that phrases reflecting a breakdown in tone management can seriously undermine public trust in government communication. The debate also touched on broader, more systemic issues within the political landscape. The incident reflects broader issues of political polarization, where audiences interpret messages through strongly divided ideological lenses. Experts suggested the incident is a reminder of the critical importance of careful editorial review before publishing content from high-profile political figures. Even after the post was deleted, the online discussions about its content continued to proliferate. Users on multiple platforms dissected screenshots, language, and the intent behind the original, deleted message. As communication experts often note, once content is shared online, deletion does not necessarily remove its impact or visibility. The whole episode raised crucial questions about accountability for official communications and how government offices should respond when controversial statements gain traction. The speed of information sharing today can turn a single post into a national discussion within hours, underscoring the high stakes involved. This emphasizes the paramount importance of accuracy and tone in every public message issued by political institutions and representatives. Welcome to a deep dive into the modern challenges of political communication, using a recent incident involving Senator Marco Rubio's office as a case study. The core of our discussion is the rapid deletion of a social media post attributed to the office of U.S. Senator Marco Rubio following public backlash. Analysts suggest that incidents like this can create significant short-term political consequences for established figures, even if the long-term damage is limited. The controversy quickly drew attention away from policy discussions, shifting the public debate instead toward communication style and message discipline. In today's digital media landscape, even small missteps in wording can become viral moments that significantly influence how leaders are perceived. The incident sparked a debate regarding the lasting impact, particularly concerning senior lawmakers with long careers in public service. Some observers argue that such incidents are quickly overshadowed by larger national and international issues, limiting any long-term damage. Others highlight how critical political branding and online presence have become in shaping public perception in the digital era. Media analysts note that deleted social media posts often raise broader questions about transparency and accountability in political communication. When content is removed after public backlash, it can create uncertainty about the original intent and the reasons for the changes. The debate centers on balancing clearer disclosure to maintain public trust versus excessive explanation that may further amplify minor controversies. Political communication teams face the central challenge of responsiveness and restraint, operating in fast-moving digital environments. This incident underscores the vital importance of careful drafting and rigorous review processes before official messages are released. Political figures must maintain a keen awareness of how messages may be interpreted by diverse audiences to avoid miscommunication. Ultimately, the Rubio case reflects the growing and complex intersection of politics, technology, and public perception in modern governance.